Yeah, I shot those off already.
Chopper, can you hear me?
Do you see why I like those?
Bail out. Do you understand?
Let's see if we can get rid of some of these guys. See if we can follow Chopper.
We've called back the Allied fighters.
Oh, for the love of God, Typhoon, I want to follow Chopper.
There goes the radar. The circuits are closed.
Chopper!
Forget about it, Chopper. Just bail out. Please, bail out.
Okay. Guess now's the time.
I'm wasting so many missiles.
This is Thunderhead. Captain Davenport, are you alright?
Apparently his name's Davenport.
There's the stadium. I'm dropping the plane over there.
Roger. Now get out.
I can't. The electrical system's all messed up. The canopy won't blow. Ejection seat's probably not working either.
Chopper!
Don't give up! Chopper, keep trying! Chopper!
I'm gonna miss that noise.
That's quite the place to land, just saying. Fox! Oh wait, wrong game. Oh, so that enemy plane's still alive. Sir.
Damn it.
You're ruining our emotions,
I hate
Typhoon.
to say this now, but there's a second enemy wave approaching. All units, engage.
That's gonna miss, because I fired that at the worst possible time.
These guys
Once
are
again,
no
don't have any
chance we
missiles.
can take them. All right, engage the remaining enemy fighters.
I do have these, though, so... And they make a lovely clicky thing. Davenport! They make a clicky sound when they're locked on.
What's going on? They're maneuvering even better than before.
We're not actually, but whatever, we'll roll with that. Clickety.
So this is what those demons are really like.
They have good tracking, they don't have infinite tracking, though. They can't track planes that are doing
Lost Grace?
complete turns.
Don't lose your confidence. We can still beat them.
They do track really well. They don't track as well as the SAAMs either, which have essentially infinite tracking. As long as you keep the pilot in the center of the reticule, it'll hit them. These don't do that. Luckily, you don't have to keep them locked on, though.
We were no match for them.
They're like regular missiles, fire and forget. They'll just do their thing on their own. Also sad
Enemy
music.
reinforcements inbound. We should separate from the fight soon.
Don't you grunt at me. Don't need you people grunting at me, jeez. Hopefully I have enough speed to do this. I might... That's all of my missiles. And those hit nobody. And they're grunting. What did I tell you people about grunting? No, seriously, what's up with the grunting? You don't actually have to kill everyone. Spoilers.
War Dog, thanks for holding out for us. The reinforcements are here. Enemy planes retreating. We just got word from the ground. Except for a few injuries and the confusion following the evacuation, there were no civilian casualties in the stadium. He was a model fighter pilot to hand. Join me in saluting Captain Davenport.
Woo! Sad face. Yeah, they have so many planes. You think the Yukto people would be able to handle this, but
in his personal vehicle.
apparently not.
Despite the late arrival of reinforcements, civilian casualties were kept to a bare minimum.
You're welcome.
The Yuktobanian fighters' ingress route is currently under investigation. Captain Alvin H. Davenport, who lost his life in the battle,
What's
is
up
no
with the
longer
UI?
with the team. He has been granted a posthumous 2-rank promotion.
The UI kept shaking there. I don't know what was going on. Do note, and kind of gonna spoil that, but I bought 4 planes. There's a reason I'm going to keep 4 planes. How about we send in all 100 planes? No. Do 4 at a time. We don't have time for 100. Just the 4 will handle it. Even though everyone's calling them the demons of Razgriz and they've killed collectively thousands of planes, we'll kill it anyway. Also, I don't think you guys can hear that in the background, but there's like one of my faucets makes a squeaky sound when it runs.
They? This looks like a standard fighter jet, but it's actually different. They've done a lot of things to reduce the number of parts and cut down manufacturing costs, without sacrificing the plane's strength and performance. Very cost effective. You could make 3 planes for the price of 2 this way.
Who's this they you're referring to?
North Ossia Grunder Industries, formerly the South Belka Munitions Factory, run by the Belkan government.
But Ossia has taken over that land now. South Belkan technology is being used for Ossia. Why does Yuktobania have this?
Good question. Actually, speaking of Belka, Ossia recruited some Belkan flying aces after the war 15 years ago to strengthen our air force. You know about this?
No. Really?
An aggressor squadron comprised entirely of Belkan aces, our old enemy. Well, that's the rumor anyway. Even an old fox like me isn't sure they exist. I bet the current administration isn't even aware of the story.
I wish the old dude was in our formation, but he's not. He does show up at a point here. I don't think too far off from now, but he does show up. He's not in our formation.
Before the
though.
Osean ground forces can proceed into the Yuktobanian capital of Sinigrad, they'll have to deal with Kruik Fortress directly in their path. The robust defense of this fortress has stalled the advance of our armies for the past 5 days. If this situation continues for much longer, it will give Yuktobania time to complete preparations for a counterattack. We need to take the fortress and enable our ground forces to reach the enemy capital as quickly as possible. To do this, we will launch an air attack on Kruik Fortress. Our last attack sortie fell prey to their anti-aircraft guns and air defense fighters. Deal a decisive blow to the fortress and its surrounding air power, and support the ground forces as they penetrate the complex. Open the door to Kruik. The day of Sinigrad's liberation is near.
Moomin has caught on, although that's not all of them, and that is another pretty big point. Although everyone watching the video doesn't know what I'm talking about. Also, this operation is called Doodlebug. So, Operation Doodlebug is go, I guess. Why not? I think we need primarily ground, and I'm just gonna check the shop anyway. I'm not gonna have enough money for anything, but I'm gonna check. See if there's anything new or anything I want to get. The Su-47s, which are actually better than the plane I just purchased, but hey. So there's the Typhoon, you know, it's pretty good. We go to the Su-47, you know, it's got better stats. The problem is it's secondary weapon I don't like nearly as much, so it loses out on that. I think it has more standard missiles. Yeah, a little bit more standard missiles. We're not getting it yet, but it will be. It's a pretty good purchase for the future. I think I might try to. I think I might buy a 3rd one of these. No, we'll use some fighters and some bombers. Since when did we have F-35s? Probably since that last mission. Since I believe it said we got some new aircraft after that, so. We will be using, whenever it shows up, I will be using one of those, you will be using one of those, and you will be using either this or I think we might actually give him a MiG-29. That actually doesn't give us enough anything. Do I have anything that would give us enough? Give us ground. Well, that's a minor problem, to say the least. We're gonna have to look at buying aircraft here, because I don't have enough strength to actually meet the requirements of that mission, which is always a bad sign. The Ministry of Defense is totally jelly. Those aren't gonna help me, these aren't gonna help me for this mission. That's not gonna help me, Typhoon won't. I could get 2 more of these. Or sorry, excuse me, 1 more of these. I don't think that'll give us enough air-to-air, though. I could get 1 of these. Just for funsies. It's so slow. Would that give us enough? It's got a ton of ground. We'll buy 1 of those. Why not? There's probably many reasons why not, but we'll see if this actually gives us enough. So, 2 of these. I think now we're just straight up limited by air-to-air. Yeah. We'll try it with
This
this.
formation may not be effective against enemies in the air. Do you still want to launch?
We'll try it with this. It might not go well, but it should be alright. Most of the mission is ground targets, so... I don't think there's a mission in the game that is entirely ground targets.
Pilots, check your plane and
Oh god, this is gonna go poorly.
1 mile to refueling craft.
We're gonna get right up close to it and then try and line it up. Well, this is actually going a lot better than the first time I did this. It might be because the plane's a little bit more maneuverable.
100 yards to
Although
go.
now that we're closer, I can't keep this stupid thing lined up. Oh wait, here we go.
50 yards to go.
Nope, 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 nope. Rotate. I know it's on the left of my plane. Game.
Maintain your current flight path. You're
There we
pretty
go.
good, Blaze. Commencing refueling.
Hello. Scoot. At least you don't have to actually hold position. If you just don't push anything, you're alright. You don't have to, you know, actually do anything when it says hold position. Which is the opposite of a real aircraft, where holding position is probably the hardest part of that. You know, if I was actually in that aircraft, I would have to keep the aircraft there, which is probably really stressful.
This is Able. Don't be stupid. Can't you see that wall in front of us? We're getting air support from Sand Island today. Roger that. I'll tell everyone now.
Let's get excited! Apparently Moomin smokes a lot of joints. It's good to know. No special weapons.
The enemy sent this message to our armies. This fortress will not be captured. Go back to your country. All right then. Let's finish this.
Ow, I didn't realize he was that close to me. Jeez. Oh hey, he's got a JAS too. We can be JAS buddies. You're dead. We can't be buddies when you're dead.
Listen to me. If the ground forces are wiped out, this operation will fail.
He pulled a me maneuver and shot missiles on me.
Threat to our ground forces. We're counting on you.
We got a lot of ground attack aircraft, so we should be alright. Archer's already down here, getting work done.
You know the Sand Island squadron above us? Supposedly they're the Rosgraves, we keep hearing about it. Radio intercept.
And pillboxes are much weaker than fortresses, but there are fortresses on this map, so...
Our air support's from Sand Island, so don't worry
Bunkers,
about a
whatever,
thing.
you know what I mean. I think I can kill those control towers on my own, and I don't need ground support for that. But I'll wait for a moment.
This is the final obstacle before the enemy's capital city.
Oh, I thought I killed it. Darn it!
Coliseum is still in operation. This is the 3rd attempt. Remember, there will
I think Moomin's quoting something that I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. He's fond of quoting things. pillbox needs to die, and then the one on that mountain needs to die. Can I blow those up with one, or do I need two? Apparently I need two to blow those up, or a bunch of machine gun. Thank God for being able to maneuver, because that probably would have straight up killed me. Apparently I need 2 missiles for that as well, good lord.
Roger that. I'll make my own decisions to engage. Allied planes overhead. This is the Fertile Ants Armored Brigade.
Also, yes, those bunkers do actually shoot at you.
All right, roger that. Air supporters for this. All Fertile Ants units. HQ to first platoon.
Go. Which is kind of a problem, but whatever.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm using so many missiles on this.
Roger. Nice work.
Did I shoot the ground? Yeah, I just shot the ground with missiles. He was in a hangar. And now we know. Sir. You're not allowed to lift off from here, sir.
They can target us no matter where we are. This fortress has turned out to be full of surprises. Keep your takeoff rolls short. Begin launch.
This mission's really short, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, that was a really missile. But there's a lot of stuff in a condensed area that can blow up these tanks really fast.
Enemy planes taking off from Fortress Runway.
Where's the fortress at? There it is. I lost the fortress. That's a fantastic sign. You can do strafing runs on those, but whatever. I ain't got time for strafing runs.
Inaccessible. We're going to break through altogether. Follow us.
The attack's growing more fierce.
Enemy fire intensified.
There's also a lot of tanks in here, I think.
Tank destroyed.
They seem to get the pace right on a lot of these missions. Yeah, there's always people doing stuff in these missions, and it's actually kind of nice.
Minefield up ahead. Fire the engineers. Get around to their left flank.
I think I just shot a missile and nothing.
Firing.
He's mine.
This mission, if I'm recalling, is entirely this. Like, just this fortress.
They're in trouble.
And getting to the other side of the fortress.
Launching.
Those are Su-27s.
Amazing as always,
I
Captain.
wish they weren't. But they're flying really poorly, so
Commencing fire.
I'm all for... What's going on with my missiles here? And even that didn't kill it. Whatever.
I can't hear you. You gotta talk louder.
Fox 2.
I got tanks and stuff to shoot on the ground here. I can't be shooting all these planes all the time.
Under intense fire.
I can't believe I didn't lock onto that. Gosh darn it.
Through the fortress.
Also, there's SAMs on a lot of these fortresses, or a lot of these bunkers as well.
Enemy tanks and
Like that one, for a fact there.
Missile hit.
Defense network destroyed. Damn it. These guys are unstoppable.
I don't know how many more tanks we have left. It doesn't look like we have many, though, which is kind of bad.
Enemy facility confirmed destroyed.
But they do spread out, so I could just be missing them here. Can I lock onto this guy? There we go.
It's them. They're back again.
Their attacks are so deadly, it's frightening. I can see how they'd be like demons to the enemy.
Ground forces are inferior. They might just overrun us this time.
That was a very silly thing to do, but it did a lot of damage.
With our families.
I'm not sure if there's, like, positional damage. I don't think there is.
That's gotta be some kind of bad joke.
If there is, that's kind of cool.
Lure them over here. We'll attack from both sides.
Both sides? God, it's a trap.
This guy's good.
I don't remember what these control towers do either.
We're breaking through.
At this rate, we'll be able to make up for all that lost time.
Archer, do something.
This is Fertile Ants. We're at the fortress exit. Should we go outside? Please advise. Roger. We'll break down the gate.
It's not safe at all, but yes, please do go outside. Thank you.
I've heard of the 4 wings of Sand Island, but I only see 3. Don't you know? Only good little boys can see the 4th one.
You see what he did there? He called him a bad boy, I think.
Cinegrad.
Didn't kill that. That sucks. I only have 9 more missiles. I really should be using these RCLs for the ground targets. I forgot about those. Whoops-a-daisy. Especially since I'm shooting vehicles. Seems like ground attack rockets might be a good idea.
I can't believe they're still
Like that.
Fox 2! I hit it! If they break through here, it's all over!
Dodging missiles while they're saying I can't dodge missiles. Not gonna have that reloaded quick enough.
Destroyed. Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
Good. No one likes enemy tanks. We don't have many left, but we only need a few.
I'm fighting here to the end. There's no way I'm gonna surrender.
Ooh dear. I know. AI computer jet thing. I know to pull up.
It's the Rosgrees.
Rosgrees.
The enemy's been hit hard too. We can still push them back. Your soldiers still haven't faltered.
That was really good, actually. Okay, pull up.
Guys can attack from any position. Don't let your guard down.
And then one control or bunker thing over here, which apparently the control towers shoot.
so good. They've got some sharp moves.
All right, come on, keep going.
And I think that's most of the mission already. I could be mistaken, but I think that's most of it.
You only have
Yep.
3 planes to deal with.
There you go.
Don't panic.
It's short, but it's good.
We'll take it down. We skewered them.
Don't die. I died.
Race just crashed.
Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do, plane.
Pilots, check your plane.
Guess what we get to do again? God dang it.
King Cobra to Able.
Lieutenant Colonel, the enemy sent this message to our armies. This fortress will not be captured. Go back to your country. All right then.
If you're curious what I did there, I rolled the plane, but I actually rolled the plane too far. What I meant to do was this, do this, and then that, so I could look at the fortress. What actually happened is I did this, and then started pushing that, which killed me. You might have noticed. It was a bit suboptimal, to say the least.
Edge engaging.
Archer,
It's
engage.
thankfully, you know, not a long mission, so...
You know the Sand Island squadron above us? Supposedly
You don't actually have to blow up any of the air targets, I don't think.
intercept team. Does the enemy
Obviously makes it easier, but you don't have to. If you don't desire, I just shot that rocket at nothing.
Our air support's from Sand Island, so don't worry about a thing.
Which was a bit of a waste of that missile, but hey.
Hey, Larzon, I got a bad feeling about this. Be careful. Not again. Didn't you say that last time?
Nope. I'm gonna see if I can basically speed through this mission
King Cobra, get out.
as rapidly as I'm physically capable of. I'm gonna shoot those because they're so weak.
I see it. The Coliseum is still in operation.
Plus, the more these tanks you keep alive, why is that pillbox not dead? The better they can defend themselves against the stuff that spawns in the fortress. Okay. It's dead now. Problem solved.
This is the 3rd time. Watch out for enemy planes. We're dealing with the Rosgrees here.
Didn't actually want to shoot that, but that worked in my favor, actually. Some of these missiles don't seem like they do anything.
If we break through here, the capital's just ahead.
So you've done that so many times. It's not the first time I've done it. It's probably not going to be the last time I've done it either.
Damage report. Adder and Mamba teams heavily annihilated. Remaining force at 70%.
You can see just how quickly you can do this, though.
All right. They're blocking the way, and they're hungry for blood.
Okay. Apparently they're hungry for blood. You think it'd be thirsty for blood, but apparently not.
Requesting orders to penetrate the fortress.
Go ahead.
All right, roger that. Air support is with us. All Berlance units.
And we've killed everything on the ground already, so...
HQ to first platoon. Move forward.
Now all the stuff inside spawns.
HQ, we've broken through the southern fortress wall.
I'm not gonna have that reloaded.
First barrier cleared. Wow, in record time, too.
You darn right, record time. I'm an expert. I'm a professional blood sausage. What?
We have a grid view on all sides from here.
I don't know if I want blood sausage.
This fortress has turned out to be full of surprises.
Defense network destroyed. Damn it! These guys are unstoppable.
Yep. I'm not going to shoot my rockets at this, because I don't know if it hits friendlies. So I'm kind of worried about that. Did they actually take a plane off? I don't know. I think they may have. I wasn't actually paying attention. That's not going to hit at all.
Enemy planes taking off from Fortress Runway.
Yes, they are.
Reinforcements to launch a counterattack.
I don't think it's going to work for them, but they can try.
Targeting the Rosgreaves and the enemy strike craft.
What matter? Huntsman and Taipan teams all destroyed. We got just a handful of men left.
I will give it to the AI. They're pretty good, even on normal difficulty. Alright, screw you.
This is Tarantula. We're halfway through the fortress. Things keep going like this, we just might pull it off this time.
Enemy tanks advancing out of Fortress.
Like, they get better on the harder difficulty, obviously, at dodging missiles and stuff. They're pretty good even on easy. Or normal, not easy.
Those guys can attack from many
No one plays easy.
Don't let your guard down. It's them! They're back again!
Their attacks are so deadly, it's frightening. I can see how they'd be like demons to the enemy.
Yes! Missile hit!
We basically kill this entire fortress ourselves. I don't know why they have ground forces here, quite frankly.
Down like any other plane. Ground forces are inferior. They might just overrun us this
Like,
time.
I realize
We'll be able to enjoy
there has to be something here to make it somewhat realistic that there is a ground force attacking this, but seriously.
Ground beyond this point. Keep a steady pace.
They're not really doing anything.
HQ, we're at the northern fortress wall. We're breaking through.
At this rate, we'll be able to make up for all that lost time.
I.e., we're going really, really fast.
Grab the fortress exit. Should we go out?
And there's someone outside my window! Hooray! Loaded, loaded. Swear. Anyway, what was I doing? Yes. Whatever you just asked, yes.
Thanks for your instructions.
Sure.
Good luck to you.
They're gonna open the gate, and then all that stuff will spawn, and then I'll swap with my secondary.
Requesting current set rep.
Situation is bleak. The majority of
And do that a couple of times, and we should be alright. They only have to get just outside the gate. None of this stuff outside the gate has to actually be killed. It just helps, obviously. You can also go through the gate if you wanted to.
can't give up our air superiority here.
I think we only have one tank left.
Air Force, I can't shake them off.
Yeah, we only have one tank left, I think. Well done, me. Team player.
Sand Island, but I only see 3.
I don't know what that sound is outside.
Don't you know?
Probably someone about to spray my window again, because God's sake.
Rosgreaves over here now. Our lives are depending on them. Please let us make you time.
Enemy tank confirmed.
There's only
destroyed.
one tank left.
These guys are even better than I imagined.
We got
These
this.
pilots are good. They've got some sharp moves.
Oh, nope, didn't get it. I was 2 seconds too late. This mission,
We can't advance any farther.
Roger.
all I had to do was not spin the plane. I can't control it, by the way. It's just gonna fly me into a mountain, I guess. Tank, why couldn't you just chill for a second?
Pilots, check your plane and prepare
Pilots,
for
check your face. You and your distractions with no Moria, jeez.
Lieutenant Colonel, the enemy sent this message to our armies.
Let's do this in a slightly better order this time, shall we? Everyone spread out, do your thing. Otherwise known as ignore those. And get these pillboxes dead first, because I left these pillboxes alive too long. I know that for a fact. So we'll strafe down one side.
Listen to me. If the ground
Not strafe at all, but you know what I mean.
will fail. We need to place top priority on eliminating
There you go.
the threat to our ground forces.
Spin around, get rid of the other side's pillboxes.
Engaging.
Edge engaging.
You better be engaging. That's a bunker.
You know the
That's
Sand
a
Island
pillbox.
squadron above us? Supposedly they're the Rosgreaves we keep hearing about. Radio intercept team. Does the enemy have something hidden up their sleeve?
was a ton of missiles, but now the tanks are perfectly fine until they get these bunkers. Or apparently this pillbox. I don't understand how these things don't die sometimes. I guess it's angle of approach that I'm firing from, because they do have directional damage on those.
Enemy facility confirmed destroyed.
Like, you shoot a bunker from the back, it's not going to do anything. Obviously, it's a bunker, that's how they work.